Welcome to Speeches That Change the World. Oh, I'm a good old rebel, now that is what I am. And for this new world order I do not give a damn. I'm glad I fought against it, I only wish we won. And I don't want no pardon for anything I've done. I hate the new world order and everything they do. I hate the politicians, United Nations and the EU. I hate the new world order with all their blags and fuss. The lying, thieving bastards. I hate them worse and worse. Turn your face towards the sacred mosque. Muhammad, Quran 2, 144, stroke 45, 147, stroke 50. These words were delivered by Muhammad, the prophet and founder of Islam, and concerned the direction in which prayers should be offered to God. In 610, Muhammad, a merchant in the important trading centre of Mecca, had received a vision from the angel Gabriel, in which he was called on to preach the message entrusted to him by God. In 622, after a hostile response in his home city to his new religion and the persecution of his followers, Muhammad fled further north to Medina. Here he established a strong community of believers. This move was known as the Hijra or Hijra, and the year in which it happened marked the first year of the Muslim calendar. The other religious groups active in Medina were Jews, Nazarenes and Christians, who all offered their prayers towards Jerusalem. Believing many of their prophets had preached from there, were also unbelievers in Medina who would turn towards Kaaba, an ancient religious shrine and a site of pilgrimage in Mecca that had become desecrated by superstition, idol worship and myth. In Medina, Muhammad had first offered his prayers towards Jerusalem rather than towards the Kaaba, but he was uncertain about doing this. He felt drawn towards offering his prayers to Kaaba, the house that his ancestors and prophets Abraham and Ismail had rebuilt many centuries before. He was troubled by this until God, Allah, directed him to do so. Then from onwards, Muhammad and his followers faced the Kaaba in Mecca when praying. Born in 570 and orphaned at a young age, Muhammad was brought up by his grandfather and uncle. At 25, he married a wealthy widow and became a merchant in her business. In 610, while he was in a cave on Mount Hira outside Mecca, Muhammad received the vision that led him to preach a new religion that, although connected to both Judaism and Christianity, was a revision of both faiths and had a great appeal to the Arab people. Muhammad attacked the superstition and idolatry he believed was corrupting the other major religions. He taught that people should live a moral life respecting an all-powerful, just and merciful God, whose mercy was obtained by regular prayer, fasting and almsgiving. Muhammad was a means for transmitting the word of God to the people. There is no word of Muhammad in the Quran. He called himself the seal of the prophets, meaning that he was the last in a long line of predecessors. Prophets from other religions were important to Muhammad, and he regarded Abraham as a supreme example because he had submitted to the will of God in preparing the sacrifice of his son to him. The word Islam means submission to the will of God. From Medina, Muhammad waged a victorious war on Mecca, and in 630 the city was forced to accept Islam. and Muhammad's final pilgrimage there confirmed Mecca as a focal point of the religion. By the time of his death, 632, Islam has spread across the whole of central and southern Arabia. We have seen you turning your face towards heaven. We shall surely turn you to a direction that shall satisfy you. So turn your face towards the sacred mosque built by Abraham. Wherever you are, turn your faces to it. Those to whom the book was given know this to be the truth from their Lord. Allah is not inattentive of what they do. But even if you brought those to whom the book has been given every proof, they would not accept your direction, nor would you accept theirs, nor would any of them accept the direction of the other. If after all the knowledge you have been given you yield to the desires, then you shall surely be among the harm doers. Allah is never inattentive of what you do. The truth comes from the Lord, so do not be among the doubters. And for everyone is it a direction for which he turns, and wherever you are, Allah will bring you all together. He has a power over all things. From wherever you emerge, turn your face towards sacred mosque. This is surely the truth from your Lord. Allah is never inattentive of what you do. From wherever you emerge, towards your face, towards the sacred mosque, wherever you are, face towards it, so that the people will have no argument against you except the harm doers among them. Do not fear them, fear me, so that I will perfect my favour to you and that you will be guided. Next week, St. Francis of Assisi.